position, at 6'6", number 13, the Knight, Marshall. Starting at the upper guard, at 6'9", number 32, Cooper Flag. Your Dallas Mavericks head coach is Jason Kidd. Once again, your Dallas Mavericks.
Now Golden State's starting five. We've got D'Anthony Melton. He's out there with Pajemski. Draymond Green is out there with Moody. And it's Santos in at the four-man position. And for Dallas, big men on the floor for Middle Washington and Gafford. Flag is out there with Christie. And it's Marshall in at the three slot. Right, both these teams have been dealing lately with some adversity.
Yeah, injuries have hit them hard. We're seeing some makeshift starting lineups. This is when a reserve has a chance to make an impression.
Pass to Gafford. To the inside. It's intercepted. Melton with the ball. Now defended by Flag. Now here's Moody. Flag with it. Now Washington. Here's Gafford. Pass to Flag. Lock at 6. And here is Washington. And a miss there on the triple. Now Pajemski. About a minute played so far here in the first. Melton feeling it out a bit. Green with a screen on Gafford. Here's Moody. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. To the paint. Here's Christie. Takes it off the glass. Christie's got his team on the board to start the game for the Mavs.
And I'll bet that's what they talked about before the game, getting the ball inside early.
Pajemski with it. Pass to Moody. Inside. Green finds Moody. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Moody's gone 50% from the arc, 1 of 2. Melton against Christie. Down low. Here's Gafford. An easy 2 points on the layup.
What a play right there by Flag. And this kid's vision is special.
Golden State's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Pass to Melton. Golden State moving the ball around. Here's Green. Here's the floater.
Boy, you see the great timing of Daniel Gafford on the defensive end.
Here's Flag. He's defended by Pajemski. Now Washington. And Marshall kicks to Washington. Here's Flag. Misses the three. And he used the pump fake well there, but he couldn't capitalize. In GA, we know Coach Steve Kerr has been up front. In order to win, the Warriors need to take and make a lot of threes.
Well, it's the superpower of their best player. And the arrival of Jimmy Butler has provided some balance. But threes are still their best bet.
And so Marshall will bring it up for the Mavericks. Pass to Flag. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
And that 7-foot wingspan of Flag helps him when he's in close.
Now Green, covered by Gafford. Melton against Christie. Pass to Pajemski. Trying to end the drought. And that's 2 points on the layup.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Now Gafford. Now here's Washington. Hasn't made one yet. And Marshall kicks to Washington. Pass to Christie. Launches it. And Santos pulls it down.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Shot by Pajemski, no good. The Mavericks have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. Christie the pass to Washington. Washington sets the pick for Flag. Offline with his 3. The Warriors trail. Pass to Melton. To the middle. Here's Green, and it's Green with the jam.
How about the execution inside by Green? He's excellent at knowing when to attack down low.
Now Christie. To the inside. Here's Washington, and Santos pulls it down.
Oh, he missed the chippy. What are the odds? That's so frustrating.
Pass to Pajemski. Melton against Christie. Gets it to go. That one good for Melton.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Here's Christie. Flag sends a screen for Christie to the left side wing. Here's Flag. Shoots over Pajemski. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
Green with a screen on Christie. Pass to Pajemski. Fires from deep. Rebounded by Gafford. Mavericks trail by 3. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a whole stretch offensively for sure.
The shot's good. Marshall making the play.
I'll tell you, an underrated thing right there. How effective that screen was. It just creates a lane to the cup.
Here's Santos. He's covered by Washington. Now Flag. And here is Washington. Lets the 3 fly. Green with the rebound. Warriors have gone 4 for 9 from the field to start this game off. Pajemski finds Melton. Some nice passing by Golden State here. For 3, hits the 3-point bomb. Melton's got 5.
He can be a forgotten man in their offense sometimes, but the D still has to keep an eye on him.
From deep Washington, the Warriors pull it in. Melton with the ball. 5 points in the game. A 3 ball. And another 3 for Golden State.
My goodness, that's just too clean a look. He takes full advantage.
Mavericks trail by 7. Pass to Flag. Down low. It's stolen by Green. Here's Pajemski. Marshall defending. Now here's Green. Here's Pajemski. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Christie the pass to Gafford. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. 6 points for him.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Well, what you get with P.J. Washington, he's seen it, Doris, an all-around game.
Kevin, he's cross-positioned. He can make shots in big moments. He can absorb a huge defensive assignment, and the man loves to compete.
Here's Christie. Pass to Flag. Washington sets the pick for Flag. Now, here's Washington. Defended by Moody. That's tipped. From the arc. A rebound by Washington.
Well defended that time. He's a shooter that the D has to close down on quickly when he's ready to pull the trigger.
Now, here's Washington. Still without a basket. Wants to get it to Gafford and does.
Daniel Gafford is a vertical threat at the cup. Look out below.
And so Steve Kerr decides to call a timeout. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. On the floor for the Mavericks. And the Warriors with some changes. .152 left in the first. Pass to Spencer. Porzingis with a screen on Nembhard. Stolen by Middleton. Here's the break. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. No good. That would have tied it. Richard, he's guarded by Williams. Here's Spencer. It's rebounded by Dallas. To the paint. Porzingis with the steal. Here's Payton. And Payton throws it down.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic dunk.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
And the shot is good.
And just about every one of Middleton's shots is a smart one. Even from mid-range, he's not going to force anything.
Pass to Spencer. Porzingis with a screen on Nembhard. Shot clock at 6. Inside, out to Porzingis, beyond the arc. Thompson with the rebound. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. The three. Nope, not that time. Nothing for two from the field. And here's Porzingis. It's stolen by Bagley. One-on-one here. Pass to Nembhard. The basket is good off the assist from Williams. And it's now only a 1-point Warrior lead. D'Anthony Melton has been on display for the Golden State Warriors. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And buenas noches, basketball fans. It's Latin night here on 2K Sports. And you might have noticed the custom jerseys worn by the players. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. Scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
They look to fire as much as possible from outside the arc, and so far they are hitting at a high clip.
And their assist total also impressive early, creating with the pass and playing for teammates.
Bagley is out there with Chris Middleton. And there's Klay Thompson. Then it's Williams. And it's Nembhard in at the one spot. That's the lineup out there for the Mavericks. Here's Nembhard. Back to Thompson. Pass to Middleton. over Porzingis. That one's in there. The Warrior lead is cut down now to just 2 points with that basket for Middleton.
It's so assertive offensively. Middleton won't let anything, even the clock, throw off his rhythm.
Now here's Payton. Trying to find post. Gets it to him. Payton passes to Spencer. Launches a three. Nembhard grabs the board. And for the Mavericks, they're shooting in this game 45%. You know, so much turmoil for the Mavericks last season, GA. Despite that, they were a win away from making the playoffs.
Yeah, they battled valiantly. But to go from the 2024 NBA Finals to the lottery, obviously disappointing. They're looking to make amends this season.
Porzingis with a screen on Williams. Richard, he's guarded by Williams. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. And with the trend great toward a faster pace, do you miss watching those grinded-out half-court battles that enthralled millions during the Jordan era?
Well, I miss playing more than anything. But as far as watching, the game for me is as good as it's ever been.
First free throw is good. And you look at the addition of Jimmy Butler. GA, why has he been such a fit for the Warriors?
He really is an unselfish, high IQ superstar, and that's what the Warriors are all about. And his isolation, interior scoring has given them another look offensively.
He's perfect from the line this time. And you look at this Mavs rotation now, Doris, a wide range of ages.
And that's important, Kevin, because typically when you start a rebuild or a build, it begins with young players. But inevitably, there comes a moment in time where you think we need some maturity and we need some veterans in our locker room. So it's always better to have a blend.
And so now a timeout called by Jason Kidd. He's ready to talk things through with them. Some changes here for the Mavericks. Washington's checked in for Chris Middleton. Clyde comes in for Thompson. Christie subbed in for Williams.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one drops.
And the game Bagley has reminds me a little bit of Chris Bosh, a sweet lefty who plays with force and passion.
And so Bagley nails them both. Golden State's gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Pass to Melton. Over to the wing. Porzingis against Bagley. 6 to shoot. From about 19 feet. And again, no good by Golden State.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
To the right side. Here's Nembhard. Dallas moving it around. Bagley kicks to Washington. Nembhard for 3. The Warriors pull it in. Now about 3 minutes gone in the second quarter of basketball. Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Thanks a lot, Kevin. The Warriors at last season's trade deadline swinging the deal for Jimmy Butler. Stephen Curry said him signing an extension is big. He's committed for this run. It creates expectations, which I love. We all thrive off of that energy in that kind of environment. We are up for the challenge. Kevin, back to you.
They're clearly all in. Allie, we thank you very much. Here's Melton following the score by Dallas. Payton with a screen on Nembhard to the paint. And the shot is good. The Maverick lead has been cut down to just 1 on the basket from Payton.
Yeah, terrific work in the two-man game. Results in an easy bucket. That's how you do it.
To Nembhard. Pass to Washington. And the 3 off target. And here's Melton. He'll bring it up for the Warriors. Now Podziemski. Now here's Moody. Here's Melton. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. The Mavericks have gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. And there's the drive. Good. And the Mavericks lead by 3.
Hard to keep up with an athletic rookie like Flag. He's ready to outrun everybody.
To Porzingis. Puts up a deep 3. That one doesn't drop.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Nembhard finds Christie. Now Nembhard. Washington sets the pick for Nembhard. It's good from long range. And now a 6-point Maverick lead.
And he found the perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the deep.
And so Steve Kerr decides to call a timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. Daniel Gafford's checked in for Bagley. Green, he's checked in for the Warriors. Pass to Moody. Here's Podziemski. Nembhard covering. 6 on the shot clock. Melton. They grab their own miss. Mavericks leading by 6. Here's Christie. Here's Gafford. And the layup's good off the glass. Gafford's got 10 points.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
You want to continue to build on this lead. Right now, still a little too close for comfort.
You know, with Daniel Gafford, they have an element inside that a lot of teams are looking for.
Well, let's begin with his motor. Daniel Gafford wants to play hard and compete on every possession. He's a lob threat and a rim protector. Give me all of that.
Now, here's Washington. They lead by 8. That's the biggest of the game.
Not sure why he keeps trying his luck from deep here. It's just not his night.
Melton with the ball, defended by Christie. Melton with a screen on Nembhard. Pass to Moody. Now Green, stolen by Washington. And it's the Mavericks on the break. It's tipped. Melton with the steal. Looking to end the run. Mavericks with the rebound. Washington's got 5 rebounds tonight. Now Flag. He's defended by Pajemski. To the middle. Here's Gafford. Yes, once again, it remains perfect. 6 attempts and 6 hits.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Warriors trail by 10. Outside, Porzingis. Pass to Moody. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often.
Marshall, he's checked in for Dallas. The Warriors also with a sub. Santos is checked in. Now, here's Washington. Marshall passes to Christie. 5 on the clock. From deep, Washington. And Moody pulls it down. Warriors trail by 10. Melton finds Pajemski. Back to Melton. Green, the screen. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Yeah, easy call.
And what's your take, guys, in the hustle sticks for the Mavs?
Just a great job so far applying pressure defensively. The opposition is on their heels with the ball in their hand. Nightmarish clamps thus far.
I think the other thing they're doing is they're wearing out the opponent in transition, exploding up the floor for easy chances.
Free throw drops for Melton. Melton hits them both. Mavericks leading by 8. Marshall passes to Christie. Flag sends a screen for Christie. Over to the left wing. Here's Flag. He's defended by Pajemski. And that one's good. Flag.
And you see the kind of basketball IQ Flag possesses offensively. Has a great feel for when to score.
Here's Santos. Still scoreless. Pass to Melton. From outside the arc. It's deflected. Here's Flag. He's guarded by Melton. Now Flag. Christie with the screen on Melton. Flag with it. He has 6. Fires the 3. Buries it from 3-point range. Flag's got 9.
An efficient 3-point shooter in college. That clearly hasn't changed for Flag.
Pass to Melton. Here's Pajemski. And Green slams it in.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Right. You could see on that possession, one side playing with a little desperation, the other side losing focus.
And the Mavericks with possession here, following the score by Golden State. 3, Marshall. They get it back. A shot by Washington, and he's wide open. No good with the triple. Warriors trail by 11. Pass to Green.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Here's Santos. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
First personal foul.
The Warriors shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And their free throw percentage as a unit last year, 76%, right around the middle of the road.
First one falls for him. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. 1:58 left now here in the second. Pass the flag. That's good. Basket number 5 on a 5-for-8 night shooting.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
Now, here's Melton. 10 points for him. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And the Warriors miss again.
Boy, this is the story of the night for this guy. He's taken a lot of questionable shots.
Fires it up. And it's flag missing. And here's Melton. He'll bring it up for Golden State. Outside, Green. Pass to Melton. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
And you know what? They keep calling his number, and they're simply trying to get him out of this funk.
Here's flag. 11 points in the game. Here's the break. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Gafford with the steal. Pass to flag. And flag throws it down.
And those are the kinds of plays that are just killing them right now.
Stolen by Washington. And so it's down. 13 points up at the end of the period. And they've created a bunch of turnovers with that terrific D. Well, we've got a moment now. Let's go courtside to Allie LaForce. Allie.
I'm here with P.J. Washington. P.J., what will be the key for you guys defensively in the second half?
Not letting them get easy routes to the basket and contesting their shots, rebounding, and not letting them get second chance points.
Comes back to the fundamentals, guys.
Thanks, Allie. Much appreciated. Halftime now, and we'll be back to get the third quarter underway in just a moment. And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Cooper Flag really making a difference here.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
I think they've taken their time. They've showed incredible patience. It's a sign of a well-coached ball club.
So for the Golden State Warriors right now, DeAnthony Melton out there with Pajemski. Then there's Draymond Green. Then there's Moody. And it's Santos in at the 4 spot. 6 to shoot. Here's Moody. And that one drops for him. Moody's got 5.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible. And boy, that's a terrific start right there.
It's tipped. And now running it up the court. Green pushing it all the way. Pajemski's shot is good. Pajemski's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Warriors. Pass to Washington. Here's Flag. Shot clock at 5. Got it. Good job in the low post. He's got 15.
A guy with a strong build and handles. Flag makes his move and creates the space for the shot.
Melton passes to Moody. Pajemski. Pass to Melton. Green with a screen for Melton. And it's blocked right out of the air and controls it. Now flagged. 15 points in the game. And here is Gafford. Guarded by Green. Shoots from the block. Shot's good by Gafford. And now a 12-point Dallas lead.
Boy, you love the efficiency with which he's going at things tonight. This is what we've come to expect from him.
Pass to Melton. Rebounded by Gafford.
Oh, that's a chippy. Point-blank range. He'd like that one back.
Out left to the wing. Here's Flag. He's defended by Pajemski. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Marshall can't hit. Warriors trail by 12 to the inside. Flag with it. Here's Washington. Great pass to set up the lay-in.
And you lay that pass out there just like a great quarterback. Let your teammate run to it.
Pass to Moody. Here's Melton. A three-pointer, no good. Mavericks leading by 14. Now, here's Moody. Guarded closer. And stolen by Christie. Now, let's take a minute to talk to Allen LaForce courtside. Allen.
Hey, Kevin. Well, Draymond Green is getting serious in the weight room. He said one thing I learned is you have to lift weights. I was always naturally strong, so I was like, what do I need to lift for? These guys can't move me right now. But your body needs to be able to withstand the pounding of a long season. Kevin, back to you.
Okay, Allie, we thank you. He had a nice open look right there. Pajemski's got a pair of threes now here in the third for the Warriors. Mavericks have gotten 4 of their first 5 second-half shots to fall. 80% since the break. Down low. Here's Flag. And that one is good. 17 points for Cooper Flag.
I just don't know how you stop this guy. Flag is everywhere.
Pajemski, the bounce pass. Melton finds Pajemski. Here's Santos. No good from outside. Here's Flag. 17 points in the game. Shot's good. Marshall making the play. Flag's got 6 in the quarter.
What I like here, even with the big lead, they continue to execute their offense.
And that, to me, is a sign of excellent coaching. There's an attention to detail. There is valuing of every possession.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
Now, here's Melton. He's got 10. Pass to Santos. Off target from outside. And so Marshall will bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. Now Flag to the inside. Here's Washington. And then Washington with the dunk.
Get out of his way.
No way the D was going to slow him down. And here's Melton. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
First personal foul.
And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for the Mavericks.
You love how they've lived in the paint, making the defense just consistently have to collapse and still finding ways to convert.
How about some of the throwback hoops today, too, guys? Not just getting into the low post, but doing a great job converting those chances.
That one is off. Dallas making a switch here. Nemhard's checked in. The Warriors also with a sub. Porzingis is checked in. He hits the second from the line. Here's Nembhard. He's got 5. Washington sets the pick for Nembhard. Hangs home the trifecta. Nembhard's got 8 points.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
Now here's Porzingis. No scoring in this one, and a missed layup. Inside, it's stolen by Green. Pass to Santos. To the left wing. Moody the pass to Green. Porzingis sets the pick for Green. Gafford with the steal. Now Christie. Here's Nembhard. He's guarded by Melton. Back to Nembhard. 5 to shoot. Off target with his 3.
Pressured that shot by getting a hand up just as good as a block.
And he did it without fouling, and that's become an art, changing shots without making contact.
Green finds Melton. Porzingis with a screen on Nembhard. Up top, Porzingis. Gets a very good look and converts.
Now, this is why they call him the unicorn. Porzingis off the catch, ready to rise and fire. That's 7'3", everybody.
Doris, you mentioned that you value the way Porzingis is able to neutralize shot blockers.
There is value to a big who can step away into the three-point line and stretch your defense to a place you are uncomfortable with. And then on the other end of the floor, this guy provides elite rim protection and rebounding. You have to respect the two-way ability of Kristaps Porzingis.
Mavericks leading by 13. Nembhard with it. 8 points for him. And such a nice move to make the basket work. Nembhard's got 10.
Oh, that's some fancy ball handling right there. Since when does he take guys off the dribble?
Porzingis with a screen on Washington. Green kicks to Porzingis. No good on the triple.
Well, that's the opportunity they're looking for, just not the result, obviously.
Nembhard the pass to Gafford. Now Nembhard. Washington with a screen on Melton. A shot by Nembhard, no good. Warriors trail by 15. Now here's Moody. He's got 5. It's deflected. Outside, Porzingis. Good. Great play by Green to set it up. Green's got 3 assists in the game. And so now a timeout called by Jason Kidd. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan.
And sometimes from the outside, not always clear what led a coach to call for a timeout.
And as you know, it's what comes after that gives
some changes here for the Mavericks. Bagley, he's checked in for Daniel Gafford. Chris Middleton comes in for P.J. Washington. And it's Klay Thompson in for Christie. it's the Mavericks now. They led by as many as 18 points. Thompson outside. Middleton with a screen for Thompson. Just 5 to shoot. To the paint. Here's Bagley. Nice D from Porzingis.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
.141 left to play in the third. Payton from outside. And the Warriors, another 3.
You know, one thing that has stood out tonight is his scoring. You know, he's kept attacking even when they've been trailing.
Pass to Marshall. Bagley sends a screen for Middleton. Back to Marshall. Nembhard for 3. The Warriors pull it in. Here's Spencer. Lays it up off the glass. Spencer's got 5.
Well, those are exactly the opportunity this offense is looking to create.
On the wing, Thompson. Takes a shot at the elbow. Middleton can't get it to go. And it's the Warriors' ball. They're on a 17-7 run. Porzingis with a screen on Nembhard. Golden State moving the ball around. Porzingis passes to Santos. Here's Richard. No good on the 3. Mavericks leading by 7. Here's Thompson. Porzingis with the rebound. Porzingis has got 6 rebounds in the game. Pass to Spencer. They set the pick. Porzingis inside. And so it's the Dallas Mavericks heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
We call that putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store for us. Sliding in at the wing positions will be Thompson and Flagg. Bagley is out there with Chris Middleton, and it's Nembhard in at the point guard. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas.
Well, this is a prototypical shot. Klay Thompson from 3.
Pass to Spencer. Outside, Porzingis. Bagley with the rebound. Bagley's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Nembhard. Thompson outside. They set the pick. There's the triple. Offensive rebound. Kicks it down to Middleton. Pass to Nembhard. Thompson from long range. Nailed from 3-point land. Thompson's got a pair of 3s here in the 4th quarter for the Mavs. Bagley against Porzingis. Here's Podziemski. Back to Porzingis. Takes a 3. Drills the 3-pointer.
Well, the unicorn, Mr. Porzingis, the answer from 3, his specialty.
Middleton against Payton. A deep 3 from Thompson. And it's Thompson again missing. Warriors trail by 10. Now Podziemski. Pass to Spencer. A 3-pointer off the mark. The Mavericks have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Thompson in the corner. Baseline jumper. And it's Thompson again missing. Warriors have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Here's Richard. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Second personal foul.
It's going to be on Cooper Flack.
Richard. 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good.
And no matter what, one of the big positives they can take away from this game is how well they performed at the line.
Daniel Gafford's checked in for the Mavericks. Draymond Green, he's checked in for the Warriors. That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
This guy is such a professional, right? Goes about his business in a highly consistent way.
For those just joining us, fourth quarter here, we're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Gallus again missing. And so Payton will bring it up for the Warriors. Pass to Podziemski. Thompson comes with the double team. Green taking his time here. And it's off from three-point range. Mavericks leading by 8. Pass the flag. Out to Thompson. Here's the 3. Good! Thompson makes it look so easy.
And talk about playing to your strengths. Getting Thompson a look from the corner, that's as bankable as almost any play you can call. Outside,
Porzingis. Good. Great play by Green to set it up. Porzingis has got 6 here in this quarter. The Mavericks have gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the fourth. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. Gafford sets the pick for Thompson for the 3. It's rebounded by Golden State. Green's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Pass to Porzingis. Here's Podziemski. To the middle. On the wing, Payton. There's Green with the 3. And it's Klay Thompson with the rebound. Mavericks leading by 8. Here's Flag. And it's good. He's made 2 for every one he's missed. 10 of 15 in the contest.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
And we've got a timeout called by Steve Kerr. He has decided it's the right time to talk. Santos is checked in, and it's Moses Moody in for Gary Payton. And now, Hallie LaForce has something for us from the sideline.
During that break, Coach Steve Kerr had some advice for the team. He isn't liking what he's seeing out there on the perimeter, saying to his guys, defensively, we're too lax, and they're getting any 3 they want. And offensively, the ball movement, it isn't crisp, which is why we're not getting many opportunities from outside. I want to see improvement on both ends.
Okay, Ellie, thank you. Here's Santos. Three-pointer sinks the triple.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. got to fight over it as a defender.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
Christie with it. He's guarded by Melton. Inside. Over in the corner, Washington. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Warriors trail by 7. Here's Melton. Pass to Pajemski. Outside, Green. Here's Santos. And here's Melton. A rebound by Washington. Now, here's Marshall. Defended by Moody. Driving in. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
Boy, in a tight game like this, that can change the whole tone. It helps your opponent get into a little bit of a rhythm.
And here's Green. He'll bring it up for the Golden State Warriors. Shot is good, and the Mavericks lead is cut down now to just 3 on the basket from Moody.
I'll tell you, they're right in this. We'll see if they can maintain momentum.
Probably the most important thing is they regroup. They worked out some of their frustrations, and now they're starting to have some fun.
Wide with it. He's defended by Pajemski. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Warriors trail by 3. Melton with the ball. Pass to Moody. Melton the bounce pass. Here's Santos. Banked in off the glass.
Yeah, this offense is rolling. They've been assertive, but they're also playing under control.
I think the communication on offense is working at every level right now. What a run for this group.
And Jason Kidd is called timeout. Clearly, he's got something his players need to hear. And immediately. Marshall passes to Christie. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Here's Gafford. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
Boy, there was some contact there, but Gafford able to use his size to finish.
Defensive foul. Draymond Green. First personal. First team foul. At the line for 1. Daniel Gafford.
Warriors trail by 4. Melton finds Pajemski. And Green now, top of the key. The Mavericks pull it in. Gafford's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Pass to Flag. And Draymond Green picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Here's Flag. Screen by Gafford to the inside. And the layup is good. Gafford's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And you don't want to allow too many of those short ones with the game right now in the balance.
Green with a screen on Christie. Pass to Green. Jacks up a 3. The Mavericks pull it in. Here's Flag. Here's Washington, and he uses the glass on the layup. And it's an 8-point Maverick lead.
Boy, that's exactly the look you're working toward, right at the rim.
And here is Moody. Now Pajemski. And again, no good by Golden State. Flag with it. That's good from Marshall on the assist by Flag. And the Mavericks lead by 10.
Really, really good possession there. They never lost their focus, even as the game's gotten tight.
You know, a few more possessions like that one, and they can put the finishing touches on this game. They just have to have effective trips like that one.
Here's Santos. Clock at 6. They can't stop the run with that one. Mavericks leading by 10. Now, here's Marshall. Marshall sets a screen for Flag. It's good!
Smooth J for the flag there. An effective play for this team.
And so Steve Kerr calls for the timeout. Wants to make sure everybody's coordinated and intent. Melton. He'll bring it up for the Golden State Warriors. Green with a screen on Christie. Clock is at 3. Takes the 3. Not gonna go.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
It's just been one of those games, and they need to find a way to turn it around before it gets completely away from them.
Golden State foul. Moses Moody. First personal foul. Third team foul. At the line for 2, Daniel Gafford.
And that one falls for Gafford.
Boy, when you think about what Daniel Gafford brings to the floor, it's length, it's athleticism, it's the vertical threat at the rim. But for me, it's about grit and toughness, too.
He hits one and misses one, each at the line. Warriors trail by 14. 1:44 left in the fourth quarter. And here is Moody. Now Green with the shot. And no good. The dry spell continuing for him. Now Gafford.
Warriors foul. Raymond Green. Third personal foul. 14th foul. Now at the line for your Mavericks, Daniel Gafford. Taking 2 shots.
And he can't get the first one. Good on the second free throw. Warriors trail by 15.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for the Mavericks.
The biggest factor tonight had to be their great shooting. They shot much better than the other two.
Yeah, they were working hard on both sides of the floor, but that sky-high field goal percentage plus the pressure defense to force the other team into a lot of misses. Love the effort tonight.
And while there was some nice performances tonight, it definitely ended up being a solid outing for Cooper Flag.
I'll tell you, he was their engine all game long, setting his teammates up for success.
And so here is Golden State after the Mavericks pick up 3. Draymond. And he can't stop the run as that misses. Here are the Mavericks now. 18 points separating the teams. That's the biggest lead of the game. Washington sets the pick for Marshall. Here's Gafford. Just 5 on the clock. Flag fires. So we see the Mavericks taking the win here. They poured it out tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home no doubt helps, and the execution was flawless.
And that about wraps it up. For Dorisburg, Greg Anthony, and our sideline reporter, Alan LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for tuning in tonight. But first, let's reveal our player of the game, Cooper Flag.